Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to share with you guys some drugstore makeup that I will always repurchase. I was scrolling through YouTube shorts and I came across one that was titled drugstore makeup that I will always repurchase from a creator called Christy, which inspired this entire video. Her recommendations I felt like were really exciting, and there's actually some from that video that I want to go out and try. But I wanted to make my own video because you guys know, and if you don't know, I have tried so many different products, thousands of products over 8 years basically, doing this full time on YouTube, and especially from the drugstore, I feel like I've tried basically everything that exists. It's interesting because there's so much that I love from the drugstore, but I feel like when you think about what you'll always repurchase, I feel like that's a bold claim. And honestly, just by thinking that way, it narrowed things down quite a bit for me, and I've lined up 6 products I'm going to share with you guys that I will always repurchase. These are things that are just staple must-haves for me, things that have come in handy time and time again, and not to be dramatic, but things that I personally can't live without. So let's hop right into it. The very first product that I'm going to keep repurchasing over and over and over because it is possibly my favorite drugstore complexion product to exist. Actually, no, it has to be. It has to be. The way that I feel about this is unmatched. It's the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I'll do a little swatch on the back of my hand. It's honestly no secret that I love this product. The reason why is because I feel like I'm able to really take this from day to night. I feel like you can build up the coverage, but if you want to sheer it out, it looks like skin. I feel like it's hydrating. It is so beautiful. For me personally, I feel like this is a very balancing formula, meaning that it's not too glowy, not too greasy. It's also not drying. So you don't get like mega longevity with this as you would a more mattifying foundation. But I like that about this. I like that it looks more skin-like and it has a finish that really looks like your skin is just healthy. This would work from teenagers all the way up to people with really mature skin. I feel like it's gonna work across a lot of different ages. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. And I just feel like it's one of those products that really stands out in my entire makeup collection, not just from the drugstore. And it's something that I will forever repurchase. I always say this, but the one con is the packaging. I saw a couple comments on a video a while back of you guys saying that I need to buy a pump on Amazon that's compatible to this. So I feel like if I were to do that, it would be even more perfect. By the way, I wear the shade 0.5 to 2, and it's a perfect match for me. It's what I've got all over the skin right now. I love this. The second product is one that I can't live without as well. This is something that is the best concealer from the drugstore, hands down, in my opinion. This is what works for me better than so many of my high-end concealers. It's from NYX. It's the Bear With Me Concealer Serum. If you've watched my channel for a while, you already know how much I love this concealer. I think I love it because similarly to the L'Oreal Skin Tint, it just looks like skin, but you still can build the coverage. I'm wearing this all over the face today, under my eyes, over blemishes. It's so stunning, very hydrating, looks especially nice underneath the eyes, and it just never fails me. I love that you can build the coverage without it looking or feeling cakey or heavy on the skin, or you can sheer things out, and you can actually use this kind of all over the skin if you're in a pinch and you don't want to wear a foundation or a skin tint. You can just kind of buff this over the areas that you want to even out, and it works really well as kind of like a skin tint as well, which is so nice. But I love this concealer so much, and I would never be able to live without it. It's so good. Next up, the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. You guys already know how much I love this. There's something about the formula and the color for me personally that I think is just the most flattering, foolproof, best drugstore bronzer formula. Of course, I have so many drugstore formulas that I love when it comes to bronzer, but this is one that I will never not be without in my collection or in my makeup kit. This bronzer is so smooth and so buttery, but I think what I really love about this is actually how it's not super pigmented. I'm really heavy-handed when it comes to bronzers, and I think that's why this is so foolproof for me, is I can just like really buff this on the skin with my brush, and it never looks overdone or unnatural. It is so beautiful. If you haven't tried this yet, I highly recommend you do. I feel like it's honestly kind of underrated at the drugstore. I feel like I always hear about other powder bronzers, but this one takes the cake for me personally. If I could choose a #1 product from this list, I think it would be this right here. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. The amount of times that this has basically saved me is crazy. I have had this in my collection and I have repurchased this so many times, but I've had this for years and years and years. It's my favorite mattifying powder on the market. It's only a couple of dollars and it's so good. There has never been a time where I've done my personal makeup for a special occasion or somebody else's makeup even for their wedding where I haven't used this, and then not just used it, but taken this with me to touch up brides, touch myself up throughout the day to make sure that my T-zone is completely matte, and this will keep your makeup mattified. It is so good, and the thing I love most is you can really build it up and it's not gonna look overdone or cakey. So you can keep layering this if you need to. If there's a situation where your oils keep coming through, it's a really hot day, you can keep touching up with this and blotting with this, and it's not gonna look crusty or dusty. And it's also not gonna mess with the makeup underneath. It's just phenomenal. I will never not have this in my makeup bag. It's incredible. All right, next up is a mascara that I've loved for years at the drugstore. I feel like the drugstore is home to so many of our very favorite mascaras, mine included. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and it is such a phenomenal everyday mascara. This one for me has been a staple because it really just gives you soft and fluffy lashes. I'm wearing it today and you can see how it separates, it lengthens, but it's not clumpy at all. I can build it up if I want to, but it really ends up being something that I reach for on a daily basis when I just want like a little natural definition with my lashes. It also wears beautifully on me. It doesn't smudge or flake, which is key. It's so good, so pretty, and hands down my most used drugstore mascara. I can't live without this, like genuinely. It's too good. Okay, last but not least, this pick is a little bit of a different one because unlike the others, this isn't one that I would use on a daily basis, but it's something that I will never not have in my collection. It's a pair of false lashes. Actually, there's only one left because I actually take these and I cut them in half and I'll pop them on the ends of both lashes. I'm gonna put a clip right here of a video where I'm wearing these on my lashes, and you can hopefully see how naturally beautiful they make your lashes look. It gives just that extra volume on the outer edge. It lifts the lashes and it's so natural and gorgeous looking. Was gonna wear them, but I actually wanted you guys to see the shape of these so you could see how it's tapered on both ends. So that's where it works really well to cut them in half. Then you use the smaller side. Then you'll place the smaller end toward the center of each eye, if that makes sense. So it perfectly splits them in two, and you can put them on either eye, so you get double out of this. First of all, these are by far my favorite false lashes ever, ever, ever. I always feel so beautiful, but in such a natural way when I wear these, and I literally will forever repurchase these. I don't even think I said what they were. So they're the Ardell Naked Lashes in the style 420. Do not sleep on these lashes, especially if you are somebody who isn't really sure if you're into false lashes and you kind of want to make sure that you have more of a natural look. That's what I like. I think you should give these a try if you want something to just add volume but look really natural and give you a gorgeous lifted look to your lashes. These are perfection. All right, you guys, so there you have it. Those are 6 products from the drugstore that I will always repurchase. I want to know in the comments down below if there's something that you will always repurchase from the drugstore. I can't wait to hear what you guys say, and I can't wait to see if we have similar products or if there's something that you guys love that I need to try. So please leave a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I feel like this is a really great way to narrow it down to like the things that are so incredible from the drugstore and just things that like I genuinely feel like I need in my makeup realm, you know? These are things that I can't live without, and the things that I feel like are also timeless, and the things that have already stood the test of time, especially a product like this that I've literally used for probably 8 or 9 years since I tried this, and I've loved it for that long. So I don't see why I would stop repurchasing something like this, as well as all the other products that I mentioned. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. I actually was looking in the analytics and I saw that there's still 40% of you guys who watch my video who aren't subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, I would love for you to click on the subscribe button and then also click on the notification bell if you want to be notified every single time I post a video. It really helps my channel out. So I would love for you to do that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible day wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.